Chat, focus on this guy right here, Herdsz Z, right here, this guy right here. He is the best player in the world right now. Wow. 2v1 as JV92 finds a second. Herdsz is the goat. Herdsz is the goat. Herdsz is the goat.
Your 6th Invitational 2024 champions, W7.
Herdsz is the newest contender for the greatest player of all time in Siege. The Brazilian fragger won all 3 S-tier Ubisoft events in 1 year, the Siege Golden Road. So in a Siege esports year, there's 2 $750,000 majors and 1 $3 million 6 invitational to end off the year. And he won every single one of them in 2023 to 2024. Not only that, he was tournament MVP at every major he won and broke the total tournament kill record at the 6th invitational. For comparison, a player like Spoit and Shaiko only have 1 major win each to their name. Not to discredit them, they're amazing players, but to have 3 S-tier titles to your name, one of them being a 6th invitational hammer, is just a different level. I'm Coach Fett, winner of the Manchester Major, and today I'll be reacting to the best fragger in the world, as well as the newest GOAT contender in Siege esports, Herdsz. So we're going to be watching 2 esports clips from him and then a scrims clips from him so we can see more from his POV. This is the grand final of the 6th Invitational 2024, the $3 million tournament against FaZe. And I mean, and look at that C4. They just opened the castle barricade to the right of that Azami. He gets behind it, arcs over the C4 to contest the angle. And I want everyone to notice this strat. You see this cabinet that usually would be here is broken? That's because on PC, at least the Brazilian teams really like to play an Azami here with a castle barricade here, a rotate right here, this cabinet still up, and an Azami barricade on this. They like to play a player near the windows to completely deny the windows. So I hope this round kind of gives an idea as to the difference between PC and console strats, and why I emphasize so much when people ask me whether or not a player like Stompin can go pro, is that I need to see how Stompin would operate in a situation where he has to fight against a setup like this. Sure, he can fry all the console players, you know, with their horrible ass console setups, but against a setup like this, I need to see how he performs. I'm sure he could do it, he just needs time to get used to it. And look at him, he's literally in front of the windows just frying people, bro. Look at the shot he's hitting, look at that! What do you do against that? What do you do against that, bro? Alright, this is a basement defense round for the Atlanta Major against G2 Esports. This strat, the way it works, it's a basement defense. Herdsz is alone. I wanna emphasize this so heavily right now. Herdsz is alone on the top floor with no setup. W7M back during this year had a lot of strats where they had 0 setup at all on Herdsz. So as you can see, besides his cap kit traps, there's no reinforcements. There's really nothing up here on this floor to support him at all. His teammates are on staircases, but he's the only one up here, and G2 is full roam clearing him. And just watch what he does. Yep, calls his teammate up the main stairs to help him out. That's a good thing to do as a roamer, especially if you know you're getting full cleared. And look, you know, he's in a 3v1 now. The enemy has full vision of him. Once again, Herdsz has nothing. And I mean, just look at this guy, bro. Just oh, Jesus fucking Christ! Like, what do you even do against that? There's a drone on him. They have red pings and yellow pings and 3 people clearing him out, and he's just frying them one after another after another. This guy is a monster. There are so many strats where they literally put him on like a fuck you spot where like he has no util, no reinforcements, no nothing, and just go there and waste time and get a 1-for-1 or get a 3k pop off. They don't even give him like a setup or a strat. That's how crazy this guy is. Alright, and now we're watching scrim clips from him. So scrims are basically pro, they're not 10-mans. The matches that you saw Stompin play against the pros, those aren't scrims. Scrims are with your actual team running actual strats. We're gonna see from his POV what he does as a fragger, as an entry. And look, he's falling behind the Ana clone, he's communicating with his team, he knows how to pressure off his team correctly. And his aim is just so impeccable. I mean, he just has so much space in the map. And one thing I want you guys to notice about his aim is how non-flashy. Did you say players like Bolo fucking, you know, like, or like not even Bolo, like Bolos doesn't even have that flashy of aim anymore. You see wannabe Bolos, wannabe Spoits being so fucking sparky, just flicking everywhere, trying to hit the crazy shots of all time. Look at Herdsz, he's just putting his crosshair in the right place. Like that's like most of these kills, he's literally just aiming where the enemy's head's gonna be, and he's just reacting. And if you watch Brazil, which was the region that dominated this entire year of Siege, the 2023 to 2024 esports calendar year of Siege, they dominated. All grand finalists within that year were all Brazilian teams. They had the best. They were known for their mechanics. Go watch any of those players' highlights. They all look slow. They all look like very smooth, slow crosshair placement aim. And that's what I want you guys to notice about this, is that he's just wrapping an angle. He's not flicking. He's not Shaiko peeking 200 quintillion times. He's literally just placing his crosshair and just taking a gunfight. And that's what I want you guys to really take away from this video, is that it's not about being super flicky, sparky, leaning fucking crazy. You don't need to be spoiled. You don't need to be old Bolo. You just need to be solid, you know, positioning player with good crosshair placement, and you'll win. 20 kills in a holy shit, 20 kills in a 6-6 scrims. That's crazy. Did y'all see that? This is against a pro league team too. He's dropping a 20 bomb against another pro league team in a scrim. This is just insane. Because the thing with the aim is like, okay, imagine you're aiming somewhere. Like, imagine you want to be a flicky player. Imagine every single time you take a gunfight, you need to hit the ghost godlike flick of your life. Or you place your crosshair at their head level and you just react, right? Which is easier to do. Some of you guys put yourself in situations where maybe you do have good aim, but then you force yourself to take gunfights where you have to hit a god shot every time. Are you gonna win those gunfights? No, you're fucking not. So fucking learn from this guy, man. The biggest thing about Herdsz is understanding, is how much he understands the power positions, right? He walks up, lurking up on this take over here, and instantly looking at the top fire player, taking the spot, coordinating with his Iana clone to make sure he gets in there, and taking the space off of the control he just has. Look. He knows that the piano's a power spot. He sees him barely off a sliver. He just puts his crosshair there, and he just goes. Look how slow, like look at how smooth and slow his gameplay is. He's not fucking crazy. He's not flicking all around. He's just playing solid Siege. Okay, listen. Here's one thing you'll notice. How many times does he Shaiko peek? How many times does he actually Shaiko peek or Hashon peek or do any of the crazy mechanics in any of this? He's like damn near none, bro. Damn near none. Like his peaks are all just AD strafe peaks. He doesn't go for any of these flashy shit that everyone thinks is so crazy and so cool. Alright, so you'll see right here the drone gets in front of him, right? The drone gets right behind him, and the drone sees this like line of sight right here, and he instantly goes for the pre-fire knowing that there's a Janny player, right? Really beautiful job. He understands the space around like the crucial parts of map control he has to take. Holy shit. And you have to understand that like when he's looking for these players, this is not their like these other pro league teams that he's scrimming right now, they have practiced refrags to a T. That means when he kills this warden, like he's not getting swung one by one like in an aggressive like stupid amateur tournament or a console tournament. No, these guys are using the echo drones like you saw right there to power this guy to aggress onto this guy. The reaction that he has to create here, being able to chain kills together at a pro level is insane, right? Because look, he killed the warden, this guy's already swinging on him, this guy's already swinging on him, and he has a Wamai doubled up with him, right? So the fact that he's able to like, you know, demolish them all at once like this is just insane. It's an insane level of awareness and reaction time that is unparalleled. Like how do you like, I don't know, man. And he's staring at Vert the moment he goes in, because the biggest thing, they're doing like a horizontal backside take against the Vents players, and you know, typically in a Vent setup you do want a player, you know, in customs area. So I mean, this shot's just insane. I don't even know. Like right as he aims in, he hits a perfect headshot on the guy sprinting across bottom metal. Right? He's gonna look for the site player next, just demolishes the site player, and then what is he gonna look at? He's gonna Vert. Right, because the whole strat of Vents relies on holding the top part of map control down because all the floor above the site is soft. So he's now looking at Vert, he's now looking at the next step, and other players are coming at him. I mean, look, these are other teams that have trained their refrag, and he's just able to look for them again and again and again. I believe this is another roam, probably, yeah, this is a roam position where he's just alone. Look at this, look at this, look at this. Look where his teammates are. Look where the bomb site is. Look where his teammates are. Look where he is. He's just alone. He's just no setup, no util, nothing. He's getting cleared out. He's alone. Just being an absolute menace, isolating his ones. Right, these are multiple attackers using their resources on him, and he's just frying him. And he's just because he places his crosshair onto them, he doesn't have to hit a flick. When in any of these clips, how many flicks have you seen this video, guys? How many flicks or insane shots have you seen this video? He's literally just aiming where they're gonna be and just shooting. Please, guys, stop trying to be Sparky, Bolo, Newers. Like, start learning from this. This is so important. Once again, a completely solo roam. He has reinforcements this time, actually, though. Let's look at him. He's just always looking for the next target. That guy kind of fell into his arms, I'm not gonna lie. That was kind of an unlucky lineup for the guy that fell into his hands. Oh my god. Yeah. Oh my god, he just takes every single gunfight. One thing I do want you guys to notice is, like, after he makes his first contact right here, he goes to stop because he knows that by doing this, he has pulled a couple side of eyes that could have, you know, that could have distracted them from the actual plant going down, right? And this is like a big part of the W7M that year's playstyle is they'll go pull push, right? So he just pulled the enemy's attention, and now they have to choose between focusing on him or should they go for, you know, stopping the plant, right? These guys on the main side of the push. So he knows he can wait. He knows he can get a phone call out. He can help his teammate out more this way, so that even if they go for the plant, if they go for stopping, you know, the plant over here, he can get a backstab on him now because if they've chosen that option, right? He has that counter pressure potential, right? And as you see his teammate going underneath there just in case he lost that. He's going for the clip, but his teammate should have gone below to, you know, stop the post plant right after that. Alright, so we have a dining Oregon shut up right here. Herdsz is going to be the player on the shower window, going for the entry on here. He finds this tiniest sliver of a gap. He gets behind here to the shower player as well. And just for his team. And there we go. That was probably like what, the first or second Psycho peek we've saw all game. Like, look at that. Look at that, guys. This was probably the only time did he even Psycho peek right there? Yeah. And he's always staring at exactly where the enemy positions are gonna be, right? So right here, right, like with 5 up on the enemy team, right, his teammate, he's timing it with his teammates like aggression. You can see his players going behind him over here. There's gonna be a shower player, there's gonna be a top 4 player holding around right stairs, there's gonna be a server player, there's like the shower player should have been on the shield, which was probably the guy he killed. There's gonna be a site player. So what does he do? He basically does that, right? You know, his teammates, he kills the guy behind. His teammates kill the server player. He's now looking for the side player. The side player now walking in the site. He gets a pick onto him, and now the top 4 player has to rotate down. And this, you know, the smoke player from within server has to come back to help his team. He gets him, and he gets to pre-fire this guy coming down right stairs. He knows exactly where everyone's coming from position in order to respond to his pressure. He knows how to lay down pressure, create presence on the map, and then respond to how anticipate the enemy's response to that per se. Just the awareness. He's just instantly reacting, bro. I don't even know what to say. Like, he just knows where people are gonna come from, and he just aims there, and he just like fries them in like 0.2 seconds. And he knows the Legion's coming back here on the roam. Yeah, so it looks like this is gonna be like a roam clear on the side of garage side. Yeah, I'm not too familiar with Consulate personally as a coach, sadly. Alright, Oregon once again. I miss when Oregon was in the comp pool, man. They took it out, actually, in replacement for Layer. That's one thing I actually appreciate about the console tourneys, I guess, that they kept Oregon in. I think Oregon's a really fun map. He gets shot out right here from pit door and just demolishes that guy. No jiggle peek, no crazy mechanic, no nothing. Just Just straight, just pre-fire and crosshair placement perfectly under that guy's head. Demolishes him. Continues to stare at the rotate. Ugh! Oh my god. Look at that, man. Like, what do you do against that? He just has his crosshair placed on your head perfectly before he's even like ready to peek the angle. There's just nothing you could do. And look, this is important. He's waiting for his teammate. He's not gonna greed and give them a stupid ass pick to make it to 1v1. He's waiting for his goddamn teammate to get behind him. There's now you hear his competitve behind him. So he set up the refrag so he can go for this 2v1 right here, right? And then he wraps around. Yeah. Very good like, coordinated. Not really impressive clip from him per se, but like that's the traits that make you consistent. If you're hitting 3Ks and 4Ks every single round, there's something wrong with your team, right? A team that forces you to hit 3Ks or 4Ks every single round to win the game, that is like if you get the 1v3, yeah, it's impressive for a clip. But like your team's not going to win a lot if not everyone's able to contribute like that. So the way he coordinates with his team, the way he waits for them to create pressure, and then he can double up with him or create refrag or create a better chance of winning the round instead of just going greeting for the clip. I want you guys to notice that about Herdsz. Yep. He's always in this like entry gap spot to clear out, kind of like a part of the setup that the defenders have. He lets his teammates take the, you know, he backs up onto blue stairs while his teammates take the second contact on that area. Yep, he's waiting. He's not just going immediately. He's waiting for some sort of coordination. He's going to 3-2-1 it with his team. Enemy player helps out. He punishes that guy. I don't know what Segura means, but it probably means wait, right? Probably means wait for him to get there. Is that what that means? Let me Google translate this. So Segura means safe, I guess, which means stay safe, stay alive. And his teammate's actually going to listen to him. So when he gets the pressure that he has, he's using it to get on his team. And now he can go, right? Now the thermite can go. And he... Oh my god. He just fries people so fast. How do you even react to that? Like he aims in instantly at this guy holding his angle. That guy has no chance. And then last one, he said he's garage. Garage has a common angle of head holes over here that cover this doorway over here. He's gonna walk in just pre-firing it. No really like Shaiko peek, no jiggle, no flashiness, no nothing. Just aiming where he needs to aim. Once again, bro, just notice he doesn't look flashy, he doesn't look impressive, but this was the best fragger. He literally, chat, he MVP'd the 2 majors that he played in, and then he broke the kill record for the world championship. 6 Invitational 2023. Like, this is that guy. And for people that like are literally like doubting me when I've said that, people like fucking try to prove me wrong on shit. All right, Copenhagen Major 2023, right? The first major to start off the year. He's tournament MVP. Boom, that's him, right? Atlanta Major, second tournament to start off the year. Boom, right? Tournament MVP once again, and they win first place. 6 Invitational. He didn't get tournament MVP, his teammate did. He got most MVP wins, and he broke his teammate Keys, which is also another fucking monster, by the way. They both broke the kill record, tournament kill record at the 6 Invitational. They both got 336 kills in one fucking tournament. That to me is ridiculous. Holding down a CC strat. The CC strat actually has an open con wall right here, so I'm pretty sure they did have an extension over on Gym side. It just got taken by the enemy team, and they won that. They're in a bit of a pinch here, so one of them does have to get aggressive. Most likely Herdsz to go for this pick right here. Beautiful pre-fire. Knowing off that flashbang the thermite was going to hop in. He's looking at the next guy, and he's going to go... My god. Like, how much, you know, like, awareness do you have to have right there? You know what I mean? Off this flashbang, he knows the thermite's gonna hop in off the flashbang. He takes a space, goes for it. Next guy he hears is, you know, he sees his teammate. Teammate kills a guy in CC, right? They call him that, so he doesn't need to shoot at that guy anymore, right? He goes for the breach wall. And last guy on the door goes for a pre-fire. Mostly just, like, honestly, just pre-fire fucking slams, bro. I'll force that took yellow control, they nade underneath. Oh, I forget when there was cooking nades, bro. Yeah, he just slips into box on console over here. That was probably one of the few flicks we've actually seen all video. Yeah, just being a menace. And that's the thing, you always see his teammates just being like kind of chill and like just really solid like anchor spots. He is the you know, X factor. He is the tempo breaker on his team. He will get in there, get aggressive, create so much space, be the solo roamer to disrupt everything the enemy's doing, and they can rely on him to do that because he's a fucking monster, right? And then everyone else, I mean, they could just do the push and do the thing, right? He retakes top 4, he kills everyone on the flank because he gets stopped the planner, or was able almost to stop the planner. Now they have a guy to the window. They have to all peek him together. He's waiting for his teammates to pick that guy on the window together so he can defuse the bomb, right? So this is kind of a strategic, this one he kind of just created space on this console clip. But right here, right, he's in a 4v5, the enemy's gonna go for plant. He knows he needs to flank in this situation because the enemy has hatch control. They could drop down and just plant in the bathroom as he expected. So he knows exactly how to do that. He's gonna kill the first guy watching the flank on metal stairs. He's gonna come through. There's another guy most likely on vert, right? Because that's how executes work, right? You have a guy watching the flank, a guy on the vert. Sledge made the vert over here. You know, the planter planting the bomb, the guy on the window or somewhere else, and you know, another guy somewhere, wherever the fuck he is, kills the guy on the vert, like I said, right? All that's left to do, kill the planner. His teammates are powering the site together, and now he waits till everyone's ready, waits to find this guy on the window, and now the Legion's in front of the window with him, and they just double peek him together. That guy has no chance, and they're just able to win the round off the retake of that, right? The world's not over if they plant the bomb. They just have to play together. They have to coordinate and effort together. His teammates retake horizontal, and he retakes vertical, and they go together to play the game. But yeah, I know I focus a lot on Herdsz, but I mean, this W7M era, this was really magical to watch because they don't understand, like, even Prime G2 with Fabian and Pengu didn't win every single S tier Ubisoft tournament in a row, right? It's organized by year here, but just like, at least in the Siege community, let me explain this. They did get second place on the year prior, 6 Invitational, but the year is structured out in a, so this is official Rainbow Six account. The year is structured out to be like major 6 Invitational, so that's why it's kind of confusing. But just the fact of winning every single tournament, so that's why it's gonna cut off from the last 6 Invitational, but they still got second place at that, which is insane, right? Second place, first. This Gamers 8 is now just becoming recognized as a tournament, but it's low-key not really recognized that much as an official tournament yet, but it's getting more notoriety now that it's just the Esports World Cup. But man, that is insane. All 3 Ubisoft tournaments in a year. I think that puts him at GOAT status, but not just him. I don't want to just put the focus on him, his entire team as well. That group of 5 won that, and it wouldn't be able to be possible without any of them because Herdsz had previously struggled, or, you know, he was on the roster that was literally about to get relegated on W7M Esports, but their coach pieced together the pieces. His name is Igor. He's a hero of a personal hero of mine, and I mean, like, it's just insane team. So I really want to, you know, shine light more on the esports community that the general audience doesn't see. You guys don't see this stuff. You guys see a couple YouTube videos and 1v1s and start making opinions, and I really want, you know, to put it out there, like, really what goes on with it in terms of these accomplishments, in terms of how insane the true top level is. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that video. I hope it taught you guys something. I love you guys. I'll catch you guys around for the next time. See ya.